Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Tonight was the exact same performance as the one against Belfast here. Exact same. And we challenged them to be better against that Sheffield team. And anybody who watched the webcast, and certainly the feeling I got as a coach of the club, thought, there we go. That's the team that we're looking for, you know. And I thought, okay, we figured a few things out as a group, and now we're cooking. Tonight we took a big step backwards again, which is disappointing, because you can see in the small periods, and remember, it's small periods that we woke up, we were competing and we were there. So to me, that's a personal choice.
But that's the worrying thing, I guess, for everybody who's coming along to see the team, is it is small periods where the team are waking up. But those other periods, it seems strange that they're not able to be there for the full 60 minutes in their own building. Yeah,
well, I think that what I'll say to you is nothing that I wouldn't voice directly to the players. So I mean, I think my concern is that we have a group of guys that don't want to go get the puck. You know, like that hasn't really been a problem for me in the past as a coach, you know. But when we do the little things right, you know, we're a very good club. But what are we now? We've only won three games, including our off season. We've been close in a number, but it's not good enough. And you know, we really need to find a team identity and recognize that this is our livelihood. We're not going to go out there, or I'm certainly not going to let it happen that we go out there and just expect it to happen. It's not acceptable, and this league's far too good for it.
You can see that individually there's a lot of individually good performances, but it's just not kind of sort of gelling. And I guess we've talked about the defence in the past. It's almost like it's needing somebody like a Moyer to just kind of gel them all together.
No, I think I'll make this one quick. Is hard work beats talent almost every single time, right? And you know, you got to be willing to put in the work. I looked at that Sheffield roster, for example, and I thought, wow, you know, this is arguably one of the best teams that we've seen, but we stuck with them all night. And you know, I probably felt that we needed to win that hockey game, but once again, it was we shut off in the last 6 minutes of the hockey game and allowed them to tie it up, and they came out with the win. It's something that seems to be an issue right now, but obviously, you know, we need to fix that pretty quick.
Chase Shaber in the third period got a goal to kind of sort of start the comeback. Did you feel at that point that they had what it took to maybe tie up the game, take it to overtime?
No, I mean, I think that I was happy that we scored. It's been an awful long time since we were shut out in our own building, and you know, but that's a minor victory on the night. I mean, I think that you could tell in the first period we weren't ready to do the small things that were going to make us successful in the game. You could just tell. I mean, I think it was apparent to me on the bench, and you could, you know, you can regroup, and I thought we were better in the second period. We weren't perfect. We fall asleep on a face-off, and ultimately we lost a period that I thought that we were probably the better team for a lot of it. And then we get that goal in the third, and all of a sudden we're willing to go retrieve pucks the last 5 minutes of the game. Well, 5 minutes out of a 60-minute game, I mean, you can do the math.
You've got less than 24 hours before you meet Dundee again in their building, but it sounds like actually it's going to be little things and that the team just have to do to turn that around and make the difference tomorrow night.
It's always the little things. And I mean, you look at it, as bad as we played against Belfast, and as bad as I figure we played tonight, you know, we're still in touching distance, which is a scary thing, because, you know, don't get me wrong, I think Shane was forced to make an incredible 2 or 3 saves tonight where he really stopped the goal. So I don't think that I really don't think the score was reflective of the game, because it could have been higher, but you know, we're right there. So you know, it really bugs me, I suppose, is that if we show up in that first period and we let Dundee know that they're in a hockey game and we're chipping pucks and laying the body and closing down, all things that all hockey players know, that might have been a different result tonight. This place is, has a history of being a very difficult place to come to. I don't feel that right now.
And just finally, so obviously the team have got a lot that they have to do, but as coaches, what can you and Jeff do to kind of sort of help them to understand that it is these little things and getting down to basics that's going to win them the game?
There's a couple things. You need to be told, right? Sometimes people don't know, and believe me, they've been told. B, you can show them on video and work on tactics. We've done that. And C, it's going out there and putting all your hard work into a performance in a game. I'm telling you, anybody who watched the webcast or was at the game earlier in the week saw what we're capable of. They saw a sub-average hockey club tonight that, we're obviously going to need a few more engines that are going to go get pucks, and I'm going to need guys to step up and just make sure that they do that, because if they don't, we'll be on the losing end of more games than we win, which is kind of a disappointing position to be in early on, but we're capable of it. So we really need to get out there and do it.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.